Yeah.
conveniently dismissive of
Oh,
all other people do.
Mhm.
They still want more.
Mhm.
Don't even acknowledge the fact of everything they do
Mhm.
that you allow them to do,
Mhm.
and they can't be appreciative of it. Can't shut
gotcha.
what you call the hell up. You know, say thank you and mean it. Over the edge with you. Kick you in that big old hole like
Off with your
300. Just
head.
kick you right square in the ass. Just right over there. Kick you right square in the ass, right
Over
over
the
the edge.
edge.
In that hole.
Wow.
Off with your head. Over the edge.
Yes, off with it.
That is
Done.
hilarious.
Don't no more. I'm with
Uh,
you.
Nope.
with
Mm-mm.
the grenade.
Can't do it.
Mm-mm.
mm,
I'm
mm.
sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I can't
Okay.
do it no more. I won't do it no more.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so
On that note,
T, did you throw your
yeah, my
whatever
stuff
this
over the edge.
you
I
do all your
yeah.
whole your paragraph of venting over
Yes.
the edge.
Yes.
So
Yes.
all right, and I what did I say? I can't remember what I threw over there. But I see my t-shirt over the edge, on the edge, throw it over if it's something that you don't want to carry with you. I want to bring up um I want to pull up what may have been thrown over there by mistake is just knowing how to invest in yourself and relax, do things that can calm you down, and then do some things together with other people that can calm you down and relax you because we be uptight way too much. And Coyote, you came through here. What was it that what that caught your eye? Because it looked like you got a paragraph over there.
Like everything I heard y'all say. I was thinking about everything I heard y'all say.
Oh, all right. It's been getting no beating today.
No, I just want to throw a couple of points on every single thing I heard y'all say.
We not getting no
All
beatings
right,
today.
so where you want to start at, Coyote? With
I just need some earphones.
you can't hear it.
Nah, yeah, I want to get in the if I could.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I was listening, right?
Yes.
So, one part I wanted to start off with was one thing that T just said because this is new. Um, when when she said the B word, right? And I know if I call a woman a B, like you really close to a terrible place, right?
Right.
So it's like you didn't got into my face like physically, and the only thing I can do, that B cry, is I'm about to kill you, right?
Thank you.
So the thing is, but I don't believe that should ever be used. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time you hear that, you know, you should know, don't walk, run. You know,
Right.
because you ain't even dealing with your person anymore. You're dealing with a beast. You
Yep.
know, because that's where a man would have to be to go there,
And he
like
don't
like
like you.
like like a real man. Now I also wanted to go back to, like, I think our communication is wrong because, one, we don't understand our position. We have like a egalitarian mindset, a equal type mindset, and that type mindset will always have our relationships dysfunctional, and it will have our relationship dysfunctional because of the fact is we believe things is not true, and I don't even know if we really believe it. um when it comes to do with, like, even in communication and stuff y'all say to each other, I notice a lot of old couples that actually have their roles intact, they don't have arguments like we have arguments because they
Mm-hmm.
know is certain things you don't say, and they know that even if, like, my mother knew, even if my father raised his voice, she not raising it what from, like, their mentality was like different. Now, if you flipped it around, I was like, man, how could you get a woman to understand this? And I realized when I'm in a car, sometimes when I was doing Uber, by flipping it around, they understand it quickly. Because truthfully, if we could flip things around to be the opposite of the way there is, men would be cool with it. So if we could flip it around where you're going to take a bullet for me if they start shooting, and if something was to happen and I don't feel like working, I could quit if I wanted to, and you still got it no matter how hard it is. You gonna have to do it. And if I don't feel like coming out, I don't have to. And if I come out, that's good. But if I don't, it's your fault. I will be cool with it. When you come home, you'll get sexed. The sex will be initiated by me. You know, the food will be there, everything that you want to be there. And most men would take that deal hands down. And you don't have to tell us to shut up. Every time you say a word, we be quiet because we understand what it means for somebody to have the position to have to sacrifice their life for your life. And if you're not willing to do that, you have to be willing to do your role, which means that if we do come into conflict, you don't go toe to toe with me, no matter, no. In other words, if somebody start raining bullets, I can't say, well, you protect me. We have to have a full understanding of our roles because we're out of order, and being out of order, we can never put things in place. We should be further than our grandparents. We can't even get to their level because we're so out of order wanting to do what we want to do. When I deal with a lot of different races, and dealing with those races, I realized that internationally, they try to figure out what they can do for their couple. What can they do to make them more happy? What can they do? What can they do? What can they do? In our culture, because we so out of order, we always trying to figure out, well, I ain't doing this, because that's the mentality. We got to realize that we was totally, utterly destroyed. Everything that we supposed to be, we're the opposite. So either we going to wear that like a badge, or we going to say, you know what? The man gotta be like, I gotta get more masculine, I gotta get more stronger, I gotta protect more. And the woman say, I gotta get more feminine, I gotta get more softer. We can't wear this this condition that we've been put in like a badge. Because if we do, we will be, see, it's nothing wrong with the black man and the black woman. It's something wrong with the nigga, right? The nigga was created. You know what I'm saying? So when you're submissive, you're acting like a black woman. When he's masculine, he's acting like a black man. When he's a beast, he's acting like a When you ain't nobody can tell you nothing, you don't want to listen, you acting like that. That was something that was created. You know, it's new to the world, right? But it's the lowest of the lowest human being. So we got to get it to the point where if we don't want to fall, we got to get as far away from the end as possible. We can't wear it like a badge.
You mean get off the edge?
Get off the Negro. Anything that was made of the Negro. And the Negro is lazy. The reason why they don't want to do what they want to do for their mate, the reason why they don't want to go overboard, because the Negro was made to be lazy, right? That's a part of it, right? So it's like they're not even thinking, I'm gonna go the extra mile to make my person happy. And you gotta, and when it comes,
so we're talking about today. You know what our topic is about?
I know what y'all was saying. Let me just finish this.
What's our topic?
Huh?
What's our topic?
I mean, I know what y'all was saying.
What's our topic though? Our topic is the right and the wrong way to love a person, right? To love somebody, right? So you give us a right way, and then we've been talking about the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So what one of the things that I talked about earlier was boundaries, and the right way to set these boundaries and things like that. We already know the wrong way. So relax. Let's give you a question that you can answer that will fit within the topics, and you can finish your thing there. So relax. What do you do as a couple, even in the past? Because we always talk about the past, to relax.
We have watched movies, did things like that, but you need to be having sex. Because what's going on? The reason why I say this
is without sex.
No. The reason why I say this is right because regardless of what you do, those other things was given to you by man. God gave you sex, right?
What about boundaries, Coyote?
Okay, as far
the boundary that was set today was we weren't using the word sex.
Okay.
We weren't gonna answer the question with sex.
Okay.
Because we already know that's a given.
Well, y'all need to be touching each other. but it's still going to go back down to what nature says, right? What God said, right? He said it so much that he said that you had to ask each other, can you go into prayer to stop having sex? So that must mean the touching is so serious. Now, if you think about it for a second, when your relationship first started and you really liked your relationship, you had sex all the time. When your relationship goes to hell, you don't have sex. If you look at the animals out there, when they constantly having sex, they love each other. When they no longer having sex, they don't value each other. So it must be something about the merging of worlds. That's the actual true marriage anyway, when you merge. So it's the opposite of merging, which stops your cells and everything from connecting, and you don't feel the same way about each other as you actually should. When you kissing, because of the fact is when you kiss, even we don't even kiss enough, because when you kiss, your cells are going to the other person and coming back to you. You're developing certain type of feelings and stuff. That's the reason why prostitutes don't like to kiss, because of the fact is they know that they'll get caught up. We supposed to get caught up in a relationship, and
So going back to the question, what do you do to relax outside of sex? You can stay touching, you can stay massaging, you can stay all kinds of things, but
so
there's things that you'd like to do personally to relax that doesn't have anything to do with sex. And then there's things that you do together to relax, because you gotta have a downtime. You can't always have a Uncle Shelton time. Like always hype. You
ideal.
gotta be able to relax. You know what I'm saying?
And
a lot of people don't.
I wanted to finish up these points, but I'm gonna answer your question. An ideal way to relax, right? Because you got to remember, whatever you do is like your car. Whatever you do when you're dealing with your car, you should be putting gas in it, oil in it. So the best way to relax is to lay on the bed or lay on the beach or lay somewhere with your person, holding hands, and then go into a dream state where y'all dreaming the perfect fantasy and the view that y'all wish y'all was going through, and place yourselves there in each other's mind. So now you're living out of a fantasy that becomes a spiritual reality, and that's actually giving more energy and more love and more affection to your own relationship. That's the best way to relax, to enhance your relationship, because you can always, when you're away from each other, do something else. But when you together, you should be enhancing what you have. Because I know if I'm with a woman and because I'm not the type of guy that's going to be like what you want to call it, I'm not going to be chasing you down, right? If you don't have affection for me, if you don't have certain things for me, I'm gonna be standoffish, because of the fact is, if you have affection for me, now you're going to drive up my motor. I'm always going to be on it, right? Because I know I'm wanted. I know I'm needed. That's my nature. The closer you stay to nature, the better off you is. And the reason why T can say, hey, I'll just go and I'll just do it without him. One, she ain't met the right man yet.
Absolutely.
Two, because when she meet the right one, she gonna want him with her.
Right.
And she ain't gonna have a problem submitting to somebody that she choose, because if you with an abusive person, you chose that abusive person and you got some of that abuse in you. If you with a narcissist, you chose that narcissist and you got some of that in you too, because what you loving is yourself. We only love ourselves. So as you start to get better, you start to choose better. As you start to do better, you start to gravitate towards your life better, and you stop blaming other people, because you realize, hey, you done brought these people in your life. Now, from a man's standpoint, when we bring a woman in our life, we need to stop feeling that we got the right to just throw them in a trash can. When we have actually had sex with these women, technically by nature we have merged with them. So now we have the responsibility to actually, if you brought in a disrespectful person, that's what you did. You know what I'm saying? And you better hope that you can get it together, because if not, y'all gonna both live in misery.
Yeah.
So it all goes back down to that. And just to
Well, I
finish
just
a
want
couple
you
of
to
words of
stay
what I was
on.
saying,
I just want you to stay on our topics, because
and
you do know
make it
what our
happen.
season is about,
Probably
right?
boom, I think just
So our
boom.
season is about knowing ourselves. We don't talk about other people. We talk about ourselves, right? So all our guests talk about themselves too.
So that's what pretty much I was ending with. I'm ending with the fact is, if you already in something and you want it to be right, go as close as you can to your roles. And if you can't go close to your roles, you with the wrong person. If you can't submit to your man, nobody told you to get the trash man and Billy One Shooter for your man. You know what I'm saying? If you can't love your woman, ain't